Most of the time, you have to guess what a superstar wants. This time, Luka Dončić just said it out loud. He told everyone exactly what he needs next to him to win. So the Lakers' entire offseason just got a blueprint straight from the franchise player. The only question left is which big man actually fits it, so let's find him. Here's the plan. First, exactly what Luka said, in his own words. Then what that translates to in basketball terms, the specific type of big he's asking for. Then a ranked list of the centers who fit that mold. And finally, the best realistic target for the Lakers. His words are verified, the fits are my analysis, and which players are actually gettable is the open question. Let's hear it from Luka. This is Game is Culture. Quick thing first, if you like roster building broken down by actual fit, subscribe. It's free and it helps a ton. Now, straight from Luka, in his own words. Here's exactly what Luka said when asked what he needs around him. Read it closely because it's a shopping list. So let's translate that. He's asking for two things. One, shooters, to punish the double teams he constantly draws. And two, a specific kind of big, not a back to the basket scorer, but a vertical threat, a lob catcher who rolls hard, finishes above the rim, and protects it on the other end. In one quote, Luka described the perfect modern pick and roll center. And this makes complete sense for Luka's game. He is one of the best pick and roll creators the sport has ever seen, but he is not a burst athlete or a rim protector. So he needs a big who covers both, someone who turns his pocket passes into dunks and erases mistakes at the rim that Luka can't. He doesn't need a co-star scorer, he needs a finisher and a protector. And don't skip past the shooters because it's half his entire point. Luka draws more double teams than almost anyone alive. Defenses send help the instant he gets downhill. If the players around him punish that by burying the open three, the doubles stop coming and Luka gets to feast one-on-one. Surround him with non-shooters and defenses load up on him with zero consequence. The big man is the headliner here, but shooting is the oxygen that makes it all breathe. The two traits that matter. So I scored the league's centers on the two things Luka asked for, vertical lob and roll threat on offense and shot blocking on defense. The dream big lives in the top right, elite at both. Plot the candidates and a clear cluster of rim runners emerges, with a few separating as the best two-way fits. These are the names the Lakers should be calling. Take the top fit, Walker Kessler. He's almost a lab-made answer to Luka's quote. A true vertical lob threat who lives above the rim and one of the very best shot blockers in the league. He doesn't need the ball or any plays run for him. He simply finishes everything Luka creates and erases mistakes on the other end. The only catch is the obvious one. A young, cheap, elite rim protector is exactly the kind of player teams almost never agree to give up. The candidates ranked. So here's my fit ranking, purely on how well each matches Luka's description. Walker Kessler tops it, a true rim runner and elite shot blocker. Nick Claxton and Daniel Gafford are right behind, lob magnets who protect the rim. Robert Williams is the high ceiling, high risk option when healthy. And Jackson Hayes is the cheap, athletic stopgap. Every one of these fits the mold Luka described. Quick halftime note, if you want the realistic target and not just the fantasy, stick around and subscribe while you're here, it's free. Now, fit is only half the battle, the other half is can they actually get him? Fit versus gettable. Because the perfect fit is useless if he's untouchable. A young, elite rim protector on a cheap deal is exactly what every team wants, which makes the best fits the hardest to pry loose. The Lakers have to weigh the dream target against what they can realistically offer, draft capital, role players, and limited cap tools. The best basketball fit and the best available fit are not always the same name. So weigh the top two realistic paths. A blockbuster swing for an elite, controllable rim protector like Kessler, expensive in assets but a perfect long-term fit. Or a cheaper, ready-made lob threat like Gafford, or a veteran on the move, less ideal but far easier to actually land. One is the dream, the other is the deal that probably gets done. And don't forget the other half of the quote, the shooters. Even the perfect big doesn't fully unlock Luka if defenses can still help off the perimeter. So this isn't one move, it's a theme for the whole offseason. Get the rim runner, then fill the rest of the roster with floor spacers. Luka basically handed the front office a two-part recipe. The big is just the headliner. If the swing is too pricey, the value tier still fits the mold. Daniel Gafford is an elite lob finisher who rolls hard and protects the rim. Jackson Hayes is the cheap, springy stopgap who already knows the building. Neither is a perfect two-way anchor, but both do the exact things Luka begged for: catch lobs and block shots. Sometimes the 80% solution you can actually get beats the perfect one you can't. And there are really only two roads here: trade or free agency. A trade lands a proven fit, but it costs picks and players the Lakers are already short on after the Luka deal. Free agency is cheaper in assets, but thin on available rim protectors, and the Lakers' cap tools are limited. So the most likely path is a targeted trade for a value big, plus their minimum and exception signings spent entirely on shooting. That's the realistic version of Luka's wish list. The verdict. So who should the Lakers actually target? My answer: swing for a young, elite rim-protecting lob threat if the price is sane. That's the cleanest, long-term fit for Luka's prime. If it's too steep, pivot to an athletic value center and load up on shooting around them. Either way, the position is clear and the priority is obvious. Luka told them exactly what he needs, in his own words, on the record. There's no excuse to guess now. The front office just has to go get it. Where could I be wrong? Availability. The perfect fits may simply not be for sale, which could force the Lakers toward a lesser option or free agency. And which players actually move this summer is the part nobody can promise. But the type of player is locked in. Luka removed all the mystery. The Lakers' job now is just matching his blueprint to a name they can actually acquire. So you tell me, which big should the Lakers chase to pair with Luka? The elite swing for Kessler, a value lob threat like Gafford, or someone else entirely? He told them exactly what he wants. Now it's on the front office. Drop your target below. And we are so close to 1,000 subs, so subscribe to stay up to date.